Hello? Oh, I'm tiny! Whoops, I forgot to put myself back after I was doing some testing. Hi everyone, how are we doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Senko. Hello, Lunar Light. Lunar Light, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Worth it for the Muffins emote? I sure hope so. I am a big fan of the pop one, so I'm glad to see you're already getting use out of it. I'm gonna turn this down. I think my audio was just maybe a little loud last time, so I adjusted it a little bit, but I'm always messing with my stuff. I'm always making these little adjustments just to make sure everything runs a little better. Trying to find like a place to land so I don't have to adjust stuff before every single stream. But the problem, part of the issue, it's just a small one, but part of the issue with setting up a completely new scene for OBS, or like a completely new scene pack, I guess, scene collection, that's what they're called. A completely new scene collection for OBS, is that it also resets like all of your mic settings. So I had to go back in and redo all of my mic and volume adjustments and get it like hopefully about the same as what I had it, and I'm just working with that. There's also, I need to adjust the gain level on my mic itself sometimes, because I feel like sometimes it gets a little too loud, and then that's when you get like Call of Duty funny mic, and I'm trying not to do that to you guys. Pop Muffins is peak, thank you. I do remember you saying that you liked it on the Discord, like when I first showed that emote off, so I'm glad that you finally get to use it. So exciting. I'm gonna chill here for a few minutes before we get started, mostly because I have a pack of gushers that I would like to finish before I start drawing, so we're gonna chat. Please ignore me snacking a little bit. We're gonna chat and I'm gonna make sure all my stuff went up. What's up, my homies? How are y'all? Welcome, Kaz. I'm good. How are you doing? I am enjoying my gushers and enjoying my chat. I hope you guys have had a good week. Ate myself fat, so I'm happy. Good stuff. Sometimes you just need a really good meal. I'm gonna feel it. Sometimes the meal just like hits so different that you like, you feel absolutely stuffed at the end, but it's like perfect. Delicious. And thank you for the hydrate redeem. Incredible. I am happy because I finished a poster for a club I'm in. Awesome. Congratulations on being productive. More productive than I've been this week, probably. I think I bonked my mic with my water bottle. I'm sorry. I said that I was gonna do like a bunch of homework this week. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get all caught up. School's got nothing on me. But then I did my debut on Sunday, and I was actually for real so fucking tired afterwards that I'm like, all of Monday I just like laid around the house in my pajamas. I was so tired I couldn't do anything. And then that feeling kind of proceeded into the rest of the week. Yesterday was like the only day I got any real progress on my homework done, but like it's fine. It's reading break. Fortunately, my projects that I have due are not too demanding, and I'll have a little extra time like next week to work on them before they're actually due. And yeah, other than that, like all my deadlines are very, very generous, so I'll be totally good. Hello, Angel Jess? Is it Jess, or am I supposed to say it like jeez? Welcome. It's nice to meet you. Someone actually using the hi nice to meet you redeem for being new here. Chat, take notes. How are you? We're just getting up to some chatting before I go in and design some Webkinz stuff. We're gonna pick back up where we left off from, I don't remember the last time we did this. Hello, Saucy, welcome to chat. Fire Raptor, very nice to meet you as well. Welcome, welcome. Handshake, hello. Saucy, you'll notice we can make people head mods now. So Saucy is our lead moderator now. He has the Banhammer badge. Very awesome, very good for him. Yeah, but I knew debut was going to be tiring because my body, my mind, my mental, I don't know. I guess, yeah, that's what it is like mental energy is not cut out for 8 hours of talking to people. That's a lot. But obviously for debut, it's like a special stream, so I want to do that. But afterwards, I was like out. I was so, like, for real exhausted. I went to bed so early that night, and it's like good tired, you know? You know when you finish that, the big task, and then you're all, like, proud of yourself, and you're like, I did it! I really need to sleep now. That's what it was. It was awesome. I had so much fun during debut, but also long stream, very tired, and it's like, it's the mental of it, you know? I'm never gonna pretend that like streaming is like particularly difficult work. Certainly it has its like times where it's a lot, but it is like mental drain as opposed to anything like physical. So I don't want to be like the influencers that people make fun of where they're like, guys, my life is so hard. I have to do so much work. I didn't stop working until 5:30 in the evening. It's not that bad, but I was tired. I will wield this hammer with might, thank you, for our chat where we continue to really not ever have to ban anyone. 2 people on the ban list, maybe? I don't know. You guys are nice. I typically don't have to worry too much about moderating you guys, but it's good to know that Saucy is here, wielding the mighty Justice Hammer, and keeping us safe. I think okay, I just need to turn the music down on my end. It's a little loud. Into my ears. There we go. So what we're doing today, I should probably explain instead of just sitting here like nom 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 my gushers. It is not easy to eat these and talk, damn. I'm still gaming, but I am listening. Sounds good. Saucy's doing another Skyrim playthrough, everyone. I have never played Skyrim, but Saucy is a big Skyrim fan. Do you guys have a name? Is there a name for the Skyrim fandom? Or is it just the Skyrim fandom? Anyway, I'm gonna have some water. Back towards the very, very beginning of the new year, I started this project because I am a big lover of the children's browser game. Well, it's not a browser game anymore, but the used to be children's browser game, Webkinz. Now it has its own app because Adobe Flash died a violent death and it was very sad. But I'm a big fan of it. I still play it. I still buy pets from time to time, and it brings me joy. That's all. But I also have a project. I think it's gonna be a comic, but I don't know. I have a story I'm working on, which is about magical boys, because I love the magical girl genre. And yeah, I don't know. I did the magical boy twist. And I also made them all into Webkinz pets because, you know, that was my first thought when it came to naming all my pets, and that just became the thing. The pets are all based on the characters. So now I'm at a point where I've been a very neglectful parent to my OCs. I would like to apologize to them. I really haven't been paying attention to them. I've been focused on my VTuber for a solid half a year, and they just haven't gotten much attention. And they are all in desperate need of a redesign. And I find a problem I have when I redesign characters that are already like existing, especially like characters that I have made that are already existing, I get way too attached to whatever aspects of their design. And so a lot of their time in their redesign just ends up looking like the character in a new outfit, which like sometimes can work, but these guys I think really do need like a little bit of a like ground up rebuild. There are some aspects of them that I like, but really I do want to like touch base with like, is that the correct term for what I'm trying to say? I really want to like get in touch with? I don't know. I really want to lean into redesigning them from the ground up, leaning into like redesigning them for the stories and the aspects of the story that they represent, etc., etc. So, you know, in order to do that, it's kind of helpful to break the attachment you have to the old versions of themselves. Obviously, like, some of that's still gonna be there, but I want to work on them a little more, upgrade them, evolve them. Yeah, pretty much. Kaz, thank you for the hydrate reminder. That was a lot of yapping. I will have some water, thank you. I did the thing again. I did the thing where I take a sip of water and all thoughts leave my brain. So I thought a fun way to do that was just going to be to redesign my Webkinz as humans and just try and treat it like that's all we're doing. Like, we're just taking this Webkinz pet with no context around it, just being a Webkinz pet, and turning it into a random human with the only context that that human is a Webkinz pet. We're ignoring the part where they're magical boys for a little bit. And I'm doing that not necessarily because these are going to become the final designs of the characters I'm doing, but because I'm hoping to give myself a jumping off point and kind of break that attachment I have in my head between the characters and their pre-existing designs that really need updated. That's the idea. That's the goal of the exercise. So it's a little convoluted, but I wanted a way to kind of bundle in doing some human designs for my Webkinz pets, and then also thinking a little bit more about my character designing as a whole. I cannot find the right balance for this music in my ears. Maybe about there. Okay. Yeah, that's the goal. And it's, if you couldn't tell by the pajamas and the rainy outside, it's gonna be a little bit more of a chill stream today. I'm gonna see how far we get in the sketchbook. I'd like to, you know, finish their designs. And then if we can finish their designs in good time, I have my drawing tablet and we can jump to digital and do a digital version with all of them in it. We'll do just like a character lineup. And that's kind of what I want to get done, either like this week or within the next couple weeks, because I do ideally want to use this for a YouTube video, because that was one of my goals for the new year, was to upload more long-form content, and I so far have done none of that. I've been very focused on debut for the past month. But now that debut is over, we're gonna try and actually get some long-form content accomplished. And yeah, that's kind of the goal. This will hopefully be the first thing that goes up. We also have some more Pokemon designing stuff that we're gonna do later, but I promised myself that I would finish this project before starting on the Pokemon as Fashion Dolls project. But speaking of that, and I'm probably going to send a message out on this on the Discord later, I am going to start taking suggestions, because I'm going to do Pokemon as Fashion Dolls a little differently from how I did Sanrio as Fashion Dolls, and that is that I am going to, instead of just like, what I did for Sanrio was I just like looked at people's comments and I just wrote a list of what needed to be done next, and I did them in order, which is fine. It's totally serviceable and functional, except for that one time that I told someone I'd do something and then forgot about it for like 5 months because I forgot to write it down. Whoops. Instead of doing that method though, where I'm gonna be looking at, like, here in the Discord, and I'll be putting a thing out on YouTube and TikTok asking for suggestions, and I'm gonna put them all into the good old wheel spinner. And so instead of just picking one, the wheel will pick one for me, and then it's like a little more random and scary and fun. And then I also have a cool opening for my videos. Is kind of the motivation behind that. I think it'll be cool. And also it's just because I don't just want to draw my favorite Pokemon. I want to be forced to do some Pokemon that I wouldn't think to design, or, you know, Pokemon that I hate even. So I think it'll be an interesting series, but I promised myself I would finish this before I did that, so why don't we actually finish this? Let's hop down there. Joltik, you're right. I would love to do Joltik. camera already get, like, askew like that? I adjusted my camera setup just a little bit from last time because I did notice that I was losing tracking a little bit too much, a little bit more than I would have liked. So we're gonna see if this is any better. And I'm already dropping shit. Okay. I think part of it is just I'm looking down a lot and VTube Studio tracking doesn't like that particularly, but I do my best. It's kind of hard to VTube and traditional art. Oh, thank you so much for the head pats, Angel. I'm gonna get my paint pens from the drawer because that's what I'm using for line art. So what I've come to learn about this particular sketchbook is that it does not really like to be drawn in with a lot of pens, which is like infuriating. I hate that it does that, but that is the way that it is. So paint pens though. Paint pens it doesn't mind. So we're gonna use paint pens, but those are gonna be up here. So why don't I show you the characters we have left to work with? I've got little references of them preloaded. So that one, the little unicorn, is Lance. And then we've got Ace, the little punk lizard. Love that for him. This one is Corey. And then this one is Makoto. Excuse me? There we go. This one's Makoto. I have a wheel with all of their names. Same thing as we're doing for the Pokemon thing, actually. And we're gonna spin the wheel. I'll also show you the ones. It's interesting to hear an English-speaking creator live for the first time. Ooh. Are you coming from, like, a world of Japanese-speaking VTubers or somewhere else? I am really only used to listening to English-speaking creators personally because I'm not savvy enough to speak other languages, but that's awesome. Thank you for the Hydrate Redeem Kaz. Cheers. Chat, you should hydrate too. So this is the design I did for Alistair, my bunny. I actually really ended up how he looked. Hello? English? I really like how his design ended up looking. This is my main character, in theory, and I think definitely some of this is getting incorporated. And this is the design we did for Sparrow. He is my jackalope, because Webkinz has a jackalope, and you know I was all over that. And I like him. He's so baby. We're running out of pages in this sketchbook. Honestly, like, kind of good riddance. Let's do that. Let's... The wheel. The wheel. All hail the wheel. Move my mouse out of there. Ooh. Okay, we're doing Lance next. How exciting. I can hide the wheel again. So, let me bring up his reference. I might make him a little bit bigger. Nope, that's the wrong reference. Click on him, please. There we go. That's a little better. Then I can just nudge that over. So, I'm trying to consider what he looks like. It's been a little bit since I did this, so I have to refamiliarize myself with my methods, but I'm gonna try and find a pose for him. I'm a Spanish speaker actually, and I'm trying to get English subtitles for the content since I don't speak the language fluently. That is very fair. I think Twitch has built-in subtitles now. I'm honestly not a huge subtitle user myself, but I remember hearing about it, so hopefully they're okay. But I know I talk fast and sometimes subtitles are not the biggest fan of my voice, from what I've been able to tell. Okay, let me pull up good old Pinterest. I'm gonna just try and find a quick pose reference. I try not to think too hard about this, because otherwise, you guys get half an hour of me staring blankly at Pinterest trying to figure out what I want to draw. It has happened before. It does not make a very exciting stream, I'll tell you that much. I've been using a lot of anime figurines as posing references lately, especially for Eve. I think they're fun, like, dynamic character poses. The question is just finding a good one, you know? And sometimes try to find ones without weapons support. That's the other issue. Gotta make sure I haven't used these references for anyone else. Okay. Why did that scare me? This is the frickin' Toad Brigade song from Mario Galaxy. It's just the whistle in my ears. I'm like, oh my god, what was that? It's Toad. It's Toad. Please let me be not the only person that got jump scared by that. I was too, don't worry. Okay, good. It was loud. I didn't appreciate that. Okay, let me clip down my Pinterest window because this is huge. Oh, let me uncover myself so you can see the head pats. Thank you, Lunarlight. Drop that down a little more. I like showing you guys what reference I'm using, but like sometimes it takes a little bit to get things set up. Alright, let's work off of this. So I have him kinda... No, I took him out of his suit. We've got a little bit of a different outfit here. In fact, as you say, you speak a little fast and the subtitles have a bit of trouble with that, but it's still understandable. Okay, good. I am doing my best. I am a fast talker by nature. My thoughts get ahead of like my ability to say words sometimes, so I end up going really fast. I try to enunciate a little better for stream, but I'm still not great. It's a thing I should practice. But thank you for bearing with me. I'm glad it's at least understandable. Alright, shall we begin? All I know is that I have a very fun idea for his horse mane. I really don't have any other ideas. This was actually like one of the first ones I thought of when I was like, if I design my Webkinz as human characters, would they just end up looking like my OCs? Don't worry, it's understandable and enjoyable. Good, good, I'm glad. I've had the working with subtitle experience just from having to edit my own videos using Premiere Pro's automatic subtitles feature. Sometimes I get going and I have to read back through my subtitle transcript. It was like, oh, that is so not what I said. But I think the automatic subtitle technology has at least gotten a little better over time. Like this little outfit I've given him. Again, it's been a little while since I've looked at these, so I've kind of forgotten what clothes I've put them into. kind of forgotten what clothes I put them in to draw. There we go, that's what I was thinking of. I don't know what my brain is doing today. I think hasn't been a little while since I like did in-depth designing and streaming. Probably not that long. I think the last time would have been the last Webkinz video, but like that was old model. That was a different me, so am I gonna be able to use that as an excuse? Am I gonna be able to say like, oh, it was like a completely different era because it was my old model, even though that was like 3 weeks ago? I think my brain is just not keeping up with the things that I'm saying today, and that might be the problem. He's a horse. How muscly do we make him if he's a horse? Both hands in the pocket. The texture of this paper also like completely eats graphite. Like it grinds my pencils down so fast. Kind of crazy. I think this would be like a really good watercolor sketchbook. I think watercolor or gouache looks really good on toned paper. Gouache actually. I do have one more of these, and I don't want to use it in this fashion again, because it does kind of suck, like, just a little bit to draw in. So, I'm interested to think about how I might use the next one. I'm not a big gouache painter, but, like, I could learn. We could do a gouache sketchbook. Not that I need more art supplies, but... I think we're gonna keep pretty one for one this sweater vest. I think it's cute. Drop it to like right about there. Looks like a pretty tight fitting vest. Where's my eraser? There it is. Contour it to the side of the body a little bit. Then, is it just... Yeah, it looks like just like a button up underneath, so... Got these nice foldy bits. I want to do... Because he's got cool pants, and I do want to show off like the cool pants, so I think we're going to do like half tucked, half untucked on the button up. Make him look a little less formal. Which is funny because I always make this man look incredibly formal in his typical designs. For today he can be a little informal as like a treat. And also because this is a different character than Magical Boy Lance. They just share a name for today's purposes. There we go. That's not bad. By the way, how did your debut go? I got confused by the time difference and missed it. Oh, no worries. I know time zones are annoying. It did go really well. I had a super great time. I was super tired by the end. If you do want to watch stuff from the debut, I think the VOD is still up on my Twitch page. It should be for like another week. And then also I'm gonna upload the VOD to my VODs channel on YouTube. So if you do still want to catch some stuff from the VOD, it is still there. But yeah, it was really good. Thanks for asking. I had a good time. It was my first time debuting a model like that. Obviously, this is my cleanest model and the only one I've really gone to that much effort for, so it was worthy of a debut. But yeah, first time doing something like that was super exciting. And I was really happy with the turnout. I had a fun day. It was not worthy of me being as nervous as I was for that thing. Okay. I'm gonna give these shoes some platforms. I don't think they actually have platforms, just like a slight heel, but I like platform shoes, so that they're gonna be platform. That is all. Take it back. Style there. I think I fixed my my tracking lost animation from last time, by the way. I noticed it was having some trouble. Actually, we can test it right now. Let's lose tracking. Hello? Okay. That is my head. Go to sleep! Muffins, go to sleep! No. I did fix it, but I would need to, like, actually turn my tracking cam off. Also, sorry for sticking my head under the camera. It's been a while since I've done that one. I had an instance, like, back when I first started redeeming stuff. Yeah, appropriate time for the posture check. Thanks, Kaz. When I first started streaming stuff, or I think it was before I even started streaming. Okay, there we go. I'm sitting up a little more straight. I think it was even before I started streaming. I was like recording footage for a video. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna do like a little painting in my sketchbook, and then we can use it as like background footage for talking about my sketchbooking process, and it'll be cool and great. And then I went to edit the footage in iMovie on my iPad, by the way. And I had to cut out like half the video because I kept just sticking my head under the camera. It was great. But I do find these pants have like cool. I do find that that's like a big thing for me. I love like just sticking my face as close to whatever I'm working on as I can get it. It's become a problem. If it's still showing up, I think I'll watch it in a bit. By the way, it wasn't so much because of an inconvenient time. I just forgot that time zones weren't the same between countries. All good. I have been there. I get it. So hopefully you enjoy the VOD. Fortunately, a nice thing that Twitch has started doing is if you look on the schedules tab, it, I think, translates between time zones now, which is very lovely because I don't want to have to do that. Yeah. I feel like he needs, like, a little something going on the neck, but this is... I mean, it's pretty one-for-one what the design was, but I think it looks good. Give him a belt. Because the Webkinz pet has a belt, so he gets to have a belt. But the fun part is incorporating, like, the hair and stuff, right? And because he has, like, the horse mane, I was like, oh, what haircuts exist out there that look like a horse mane? Mullet. I get to continue my plan for world domination and give yet another character a mullet. I think that this maybe has become just like my favorite hairstyle ever. I think they're so fun. I think like when you style a mullet properly, they are absolutely awesome and I love them and they're so fun, and I need to stop myself from being like, you know what would suit this guy really well? A mullet on every single one of my characters. But this guy can have a mullet. How long do I make it? Do we want to make it like really long, like actual horse mane mullet? I have, by the way, in the not VTuber persona version, I have a very shaggy mullet that I cut myself. It's kind of grown up out right now and I need to cut it again so it looks like a mullet. But maybe that's part of where the fascination has come from, or just a tribute to how far the fascination has gone. Mullet. But I think I made the correct choice and this looks absolutely awesome. Ah, hell yeah, Coconut Mall. This is a new playlist, by the way, chat. Oh, I forgot to link our playlist. Let me do that right now. This is a new playlist I'm trying out for chat. Oh, I'm screen sharing. Hold on. Let's turn that off. Give this guy their due diligence for making the very nice playlist. I'm gonna resend that look, hold on. There we go, there's the cleaner version. And I forgot. I'm spamming my own chat with links because I forgot to write it properly. My god, okay. Fortunately, it's me and I can do whatever I want. There we go. Playlist with proper link and thing that says playlist. Done. Took me only a few tries. Pretend you didn't see those other ones. They're fine. There we go. That's fine. Okay. We'll just like, they'll get buried by other messages. It's fine. On the bright side, I am very much enjoying this character design. I'm gonna make his face like a little longer. I feel like that's like horse face. You do like very square nose bridge, very long face. Make him look a little horse-like. I like this. I gotta get those flowers in somewhere. I did say he needed like a necklace of some sort. Maybe we give him a little flower on the end of his necklace. Because I feel like if I put them in his hair, they're gonna distract from the glory that is this mullet. So yeah, we'll do those in the form of like this little necklace, and then I want to give him like a kind of like pointy earring that I will make gold like the unicorn horn. No, I'm not coloring this, but whenever we get to doing these digitally, I will color them. And the mullet is going to be a spectacular pink and make me very happy. Let's just get those eyes really quick. They're actually quite round, so I should probably keep them mostly round. Not every idea will be kept, but I do really like the mullet. How many piercings have I given everyone else? Not that many. I can give them a nose ring. Another bad habit of mine for character designs. I really like just giving people random piercings. But I've been good. I haven't done too many unnecessary piercings. on my other characters, so I can add a piercing to this one as a treat. I put some lemon in my water today. It is quite nice. Feel a little bit more motivated to drink water. Can you guys hear the rain in the background, like, at all? I did set up some rain, but I don't know that it's actually, like, showing up. Okay, so, and then for these pages, I was just checking how I have them laid out. We have one, like, kind of bust pose, and then a face drawing. Which I think for the bust pose, I'm just gonna, I'll do the face first actually so I don't smudge it. No, I'm trying to think of the order because this page smudges really easily. I should line art this first before doing the other drawings. I kind of gotta do drawing line art in the interest of not smudging. And yeah, again, we're doing line art in the Posca pens for the sake of the paper not destroying my pens, because this paper really doesn't like my other line art pens. I think it just has to do with the texture of it. It's been a really chill week for me, so I don't have much to talk about. Typically all I do is yap about my week. Did anything interesting happen to you guys this week? I mostly just, like, stayed home. Did a lot of drawing. We got a heaping helping of snow here, so I stayed indoors a bunch. I haven't made fancy hot chocolate yet, but I really need to. I do a hot chocolate, it's like a spiced hot chocolate. Very good. It's got, like, I'm trying to remember all the ingredients. It's got like cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice, some vanilla and orange zest in it. It makes a hot chocolate that is incredibly rich, but it's really good. But you really don't need more than like a small cup of it. It's very sweet and very, like, dense flavor-wise. Saucy was getting mad at me for a while when I was calling food rich. He's like, that's not something a food can be. It is, though. It's like a culinary way to describe the taste of food, right? I'm not the only one who refers to food as rich, right? I tried to describe it as, like, a way to describe a food that, like, tasted particularly heavy, like it had a lot going on, and then he told me that heavy wasn't a way to describe food either. I refer to food as rich all the time. Thank you. Like, yeah. I think the best example I can give of it is like a really, like, sweet chocolate. Or not even, like, really sweet, but, like, a very chocolatey chocolate. A very intense chocolate. Like, there's a lot of flavor going on, and it's like, so much so that it feels very rich. It's like... yeah. It's the challenge of, like, trying to describe a color without describing things that are that color, you know what I mean? Same with trying to describe tastes. Thank you for the hydrate reminder, Angel. Cheers, cheers. Trying to fend off the headaches because I think we're gonna get a bunch of temperature changes here again soon, and it's gonna hurt my head. It does every time. I am really happy Really unhappy about all of the snow, by the way. Ruins my life. Makes it difficult to go anywhere. I also just like really, really hate winter driving, so that's like a big part of it. Of it snows, I'm like, don't like that, but I was justified this time because it was like bad. It's just, we were supposed to like stay off the road, good, kind of bad. Much better now, but still not appreciated. You guys know what I am excited for, though? 2 days from now, on Sunday, February the 22nd, we are doing the first episode of our SMP. It will be very exciting. Very fun. I'm looking forward to it a whole lot. I have some friends joining me. Zunu, very nice to meet you. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? We are back at it with those Webkinz character designs. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Friday. Thank you. Happy Friday to you too, Zunu. Hopefully been a good Friday for you. It's been a pretty good Friday for me. Just been doing a little bit of work, recording some voiceovers for future stuff. Mostly for more Sanrio shorts, but also for a teaser for the Pokemon as Fashion Dolls thing, also. Yes, I made some ice candles. Ice candles? What dat? Why are you calling me out for food words again? Because it's funny and it's a good story. And it's a good way to get people to engage with stream. Because if I ask them if they call food rich or not, people want to respond and talk about their opinions on it. It's a content strategy. I'm not making fun of you, Saucy, I promise. I have one short on YouTube talking about, well, it's on TikTok too, particularly on YouTube, it got popular, talking about like, does cilantro taste like soap to you? I love cilantro. I will just willingly eat cilantro. Kind of thing. And that short does really well. Because it got like 20 comments of people just being like, well, cilantro tastes like soap to me. And no, cilantro doesn't taste like soap to me, but I don't like but I still don't like it, etc, etc. It's like those good engagement ones, right? When you ask people a question or you encourage people to say their experience of something. Not sure what they're called in English, but basically it's that you put water into a bucket, wait for it to freeze, and then take the frozen block of ice out and make it hollow, make the inside hollow and put a big candle in. Ooh, that sounds so cool! So like, kind of like a lantern almost, you hollow it out? That's really neat. That sounds like it's super pretty too. I like that I'm talking about like content strategy, as if I'm like very good at doing hooks for my short form. My hooks for my short form is just like, I hope you will like my model and the art that I'm doing. I don't want to get too clickbaity, because I hate like going onto videos and then like they have like a really interesting premise and then they get you watching and then the rest of the video sucks and like you just feel like duped, right? Like, oh, I just wasted like a minute of my life. That's like the last thing I want when people watch my stuff. Like either it's a short and it's gonna be quick and funny and you're gonna enjoy yourself for like 20 seconds, or I'm gonna do some art and hopefully I can be like inspiring or entertaining or whatever else. I don't want to be like, you'll never believe what this man did when this happened, and then it takes like an entire minute them for the guy like doing the short, whether it's an AI voice or an actual person, to just say, this happened and then the guy did this, and then why did I watch like just a full minute of you yapping? I try not to be that person. I try to hopefully give you something of value from my shorts. Even if the value is just like a little like, hey, that was pretty funny. I think this design is pretty fun. It's definitely got a lot more like visual interest than some of his old designs do, so I'm happy. I will be very content with that. I guess I better do the face shot and the other one. These always take a while. Do I need to do the headshots, or can I just like... I feel like they're fun. I've got a convention going. Let's continue. We'll just be really, really quick about them. I think I do want the pages to look somewhat nice, and it's part of the design process, kind of exploring a little more of like what their face actually looks like. Thank you for the posture check, Kaz. Always a good reminder. I've gotten into like, I do a little stretch now whenever I get posture checked. Like I sit up really straight, I stretch my back for a minute, and I think it helps. It's probably good for me. I need to get way better at doing my stretches. I should add a redeem that's also like wrist stretches, because I do not do enough wrist stretches, and if I am not careful, I am going to end up with carpal tunnel, and it's gonna suck. So that might be a little dramatic, but I really do need to do more like wrist and arm stretches, because I put them through a lot with all the drawing I do. I feel like I'm gonna make him look a little smug. Love a good smug character. Oh, I forgot to line art his little earring in this one. All the Webkinz pets have really rounded eyes, so maybe I don't need to like focus so hard on like pets' eyes round, so characters' eyes must be round, but I don't know. It's been forcing me to explore some different face shapes, so it's not the end of the world. There we go. Very fun, big, dramatic, probably very heavy earring. I started talking about the SMP and then I got distracted by something else. emails and stuff talking about the SMP. But yeah, the SMP is starting on Sunday. Going to be very exciting. I have a Pinterest board already dedicated to like builds and stuff that I want to do on the SMP, and it has so much stuff on it already. I have so many ideas for what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna be taking more of a like little fantasy approach to our zone. I've got a lovely cherry grove all picked out for myself. I want, yeah, lots of magical, mystical stuff. Floating, lots of waterfalls. It's like kind of on top of a mountain, and the mountain is so incredibly cool. I can't wait to show you guys. So we're likely gonna also have some incorporated like cave builds and stuff. We're gonna be using obviously a lot of pink because it's cherry biome, but other than the pink, I want to use lots of like nice dark colors. So like dark oak, spruce, and maybe even like some blackstone and stuff when we can get our hands on it. And also because I know there's red now, we're gonna be using lots of mangrove wood, which means I have to figure out how to do a mangrove farm. Which I am completely unfamiliar with. I have not played Minecraft since 1.17, and it's at 1.21 now, so... I'm excited to see how that all works out for me, but we're going to be incorporating some red in with our pink, and then obviously some nice purples for the amethyst, because I want to use lots of pink as well. I'm so excited. It'll be a good stream. Honestly, like, we were supposed to do it for debut, but some life stuff happened, and not everyone was able to make it, so we just rescheduled. And honestly, I think it may have been a blessing in disguise that we're rescheduling it, because it means that we can devote even more time to getting started now. Likely, I'll be going into my biome, getting a little bit settled, building just like a little starter hut, and then I will be begging someone to take me mining, because I hate mining on my own. And yeah, I think it will be fun. I think it will be very, very cute and cool. We're gonna build some cool stuff. That's like my big thing with Minecraft. I just like building things. Oh, this marker's kind of dying. Oh no. I think I just have to reactivate it a little bit. I like building things, but it's like, I don't find building on creative as rewarding as building in survival is. I feel so accomplished whenever I build something in survival. Okay, yeah, I need like a scrap of paper to get this started on. Creative sucks. It kind of does, yeah. It's just more rewarding to build your thing on survival. It's very, very pull yourself up by your bootstraps of me to say, but it's like you work hard for it yourself. You get all the material. You put in the hard work, it just feels more rewarding. Although, when I was young, I used to play, like, Creative Worlds almost exclusively because the monsters would freak me out. They still kind of do, but I'm brave and I play survival now. Although I've seen the new lab that they've added to Minecraft in that like pale garden biome where they literally just made a fucking horror biome with a horror mechanic monster in it. Why did they do that? So now I have to be all scared whenever I go into the pale oak biome. That's not fair. And Orin has decided that he's going to settle in the Pale Garden, so I'm gonna have to go in there. What's this Rare Friday stream? You have winter vacation? Yeah. Technically they call it spring break, but it doesn't really feel like spring break. It's our reading week. So I'm off to enjoy myself a little bit. Because I certainly haven't been doing homework soon, even though I have stuff that I need to get done. I have done a little bit, but... Yeah, reading week for me, reading break, whatever you want to call it. We call it ski break? Oh, that's awesome. That's a more fun name, I think. I mean, reading break really, like, kind of gives you the idea of what they expect you to be, what they expect you to be doing on the break. So, you know, there's that. But I actually do have Fridays off, just in general. I don't have classes on Fridays this semester. So I'm thinking of definitely not every week, but maybe like every other week or like just a couple times a month, whenever I have the time, maybe doing an extra stream on Fridays. Just because I enjoy streaming and, you know, it's fun hobby and good if I can stream slightly more. Typically, if you can get a couple days in a week, it's good, I find. At least for myself. I desperately want to do more, but I must be okay with the way life goes at the moment, and this is just how it goes. We're gonna do just like a nice simple crossed arms pose here. Oh yeah, but I had a thought and then it went away. I was gonna tell you guys something and then I forgot what I was gonna do. It may have just been more stuff about the SMP. You guys do want to catch that. It is on Sunday, a couple days from now, same time. I've moved my streams like a couple hours later, you may have noticed. Or maybe not, because I just had debut and debut started earlier than I typically do. Or earlier than my new time is, I guess. But my new time is 12 noon Mountain Standard. Gives me a little more time in the morning to work. And I feel like more people are able to actually make that stream time, so just a little nicer for me to actually be able to have my community here when I start streaming. I was gonna put on my chill Pokemon music playlist, but I worried that that would be like too calming, and like with the combination of the fact that I have rain sounds on right now as well, is like, oh, that's gonna put me to sleep. I'm gonna fall asleep on stream. So I think this is a good balance. I hope you guys can actually like hear the rain. Appreciate all the Miitopia music getting some love. Miitopia has like a very banger soundtrack. I would very much like to play Miitopia on stream, but I don't know that I have enough interesting characters that I want to put in Miitopia just yet. Like I could do it with my OCs, we could do it with like friends and stuff, but we'll figure it out. I think it would be fun. Miitopia is a great game, but maybe I'm gonna wait for the new Tamagotchi Life to come out. We'll play Tamagotchi Life, and then, like, whatever characters you guys get attached to from Tamagotchi Life we can put into Miitopia. That might be a fun way to do it. There we go. I think that's a pretty good look at the hairstyle, at least. I need to subscribe as soon as I can. I don't want to sit through another 5 minutes of ads. It might have been 3 minutes, but that is totally fair. Don't feel pressured to subscribe, but I do understand the annoyance of the ads. I personally try and put like a big chunk of them at once so you can go like a full hour without having to watch ads. That's just my preferred way to have it. I know other streamers though will do like shorter bursts of ads more frequently. I don't think there's a perfect way to do it. Everyone kind of has their own preferences, but that's mine. It's like at least you can go for like another full hour now without encountering another ad. Unless I start reading ads to you. I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. Thanks for the hydrate reminder, Kaz. Cheers, cheers. You guys better be hydrating too. Drink your water. Ain't no way this has been taking me an hour. Come on. Nothing like trying to fill out multiple sketchbook pages in a day to remind me that I am a pretty slow artist. Always have been, probably always will be. Trying to embrace it a little bit more. Just scooch back over a little bit so tracker can actually see my face. That would be good. It's a matter of preference. By the way, it took 5 minutes due to an error that caused them to start over from scratch at a certain point. Ah, that's the worst. Oh my god, it's Captain Toad again. It didn't scare me that time. That actually sucks. I'm sorry, Angel. I've had that one happen to me before. It's like, I feel like the ad break should be over by now, and it just like starts itself over. Yeah, it certainly is just a like everyone's own preference kind of thing. Made this guy's face look different in every single one of these frames. Figuring it out. Working on it. Anyway, there we go. That's Lance. That's our unicorn boy. I think this design did turn out really nice, and I do like it. Let's draw another. I do try to typically take breaks while ads run. I did not get around to it this time, but I try to take breaks while ads go so that you guys don't have to worry about missing anything. Get up, have a little walk around, chill out, whatever you need to do. Hey, where'd my wheel go? It's on a different tab, isn't it? Or a different window, rather. Let's spin the wheel. What are we drawing next? Okay. Let's draw Corey. Exciting. Okay. Hide that. can make Corey a little bit bigger also. I am rather excited to draw this beautiful tie-dye patchwork jeans monstrosity. I love it. By the way, I was curious about the unicorn thing if you're an MLP fan. I mean, the unicorn isn't because I'm an MLP fan, but yes, I did grow up loving My Little Pony. Not as much in the fandom anymore, but I definitely for quite a while when I grew up, I was big into it. I like those guys. I like those horses. There we go. Gotta figure out how to do Corey. Gonna make him a little bigger. I like this outfit. I think this will translate pretty well to a fun human design. I just gotta decide what we're gonna do for a pose, and then we'll get back at it. Let's scroll back through my Pinterest. I don't want to like screen share my Pinterest because sometimes with Pinterest you never know, and I don't want something weird or suggestive to like pop up on Pinterest and to accidentally broadcast that to Twitch, so. Please excuse me. Oh, that's a man. That is an actual man on my figurine pose reference, but I like this pose, so we're gonna use it. There he is. There's the man that I found. Gonna uncrop it a little bit, if you'll allow, please. There we go. I'll crop it at the top a little bit more. Beauty. Okay. You're gonna have the sketchbook like this, because otherwise there's like a big like wad of paper on the other side, and it makes it kind of weirdly thick to draw on, and I don't like it. Alright. Let's draw ourselves a man. This is another question of like, are we gonna give him the actual flower crown, or are we just gonna like allude to it this time? Oh, thank you for the head pats. Thank you, thank you. Figure out face shape later. I can work on that more when I actually do the little headshot. We're gonna figure out what we think a fox face shape would look like. I think whenever we do colors for these guys, so when I get to the digital part of this, we'll have to blend their pet fur color palette a little bit more with the clothing, but hey, I'm doing this with one color for line art and nothing else, so we're just going for look right now. I guess silhouette first, colors after. Probably gonna mess with their body types a little bit more when I get to digital as well. I have kind of been drawing them all very similarly. I would like to not do that. I feel like I'm dipping that shoulder a little too low and it looks kind of weird. Try that again. There's like a certain tilt to the way that he is standing, but not quite that pronounced. It's actually, I think, a little more in like neck. I feel like the rain is so quiet. Give us a little more rain. There we go. Oh, that's my playlist. Whoops. I keep forgetting they're all in the same window and I keep jumping between them. It's not the end of the world, but a little bit weird visually, maybe. I feel like I just maybe have trouble getting this pose to look natural. It's supposed to be just like a chill, casual pose, but it's like just making the man look like he's nervous. Whatever, we're gonna roll with it. Maybe he is just a little nervous. I don't know how I want to interpret his hair. I don't have big fun ideas for this one like I did with the big mullet, big pink mullet. We'll do the pants first because I do have a vision for the pants. Just we're doing bell bottoms. Yippee, big oversized pants that you will probably trip on. I did give him socks and sandals, which is quite funny. I'd like to congratulate myself in the past for doing that. That's awesome. It's like, I have incorporated socks with sandals into outfits before, and I have made them look good. I can do it again. It'll be fine. I have used them multiple times for my Sanrio Fashion Dolls series. Yeah, this pose is like not doing what I want it to. The legs are fine, but I don't like the arms. I might just do something a little different for the arms. Hand on the hip doesn't feel right either. Ugh, I can't just be sitting here struggling with this pose for like however long. We'll just do hand in the pocket again. Such a default, such a basic for me, but I can't get anything else to look right, so we're just gonna give up. What a good motto. What a good lesson to take from this stream. We are just sticking with that in the interest of time. Okay, I think most of the intros does kind of come from the jeans. And I mean, it's just a very loud outfit altogether. I might crop the shirt. And I could put something underneath. Sometimes I like to layer like a little tank top under there. Which I might be feeling this time. Let's do a little tank top. Then glasses are easy enough. We're just gonna add glasses. Man has socks and sandals. That's what I gave him. That's what we're gonna stick with. Now the question is, how can we make this look a little more fox? Also, I want to add some interest to like the hands and wrists bracelets, or I could do little gloves. I do like little gloves. Oh yeah, it's happening. We're doing gloves. The all reliable when you have to draw hands. It kind of is. I try not to rely on it too much because hand practice is good, but right now, no, not in this sketchbook, not on this stream. I keep saying that I need to do like a stream where I just practice drawing hands, but Hasn't happened yet, and I've been saying that for like a long time. So not confident in the idea that it's actually gonna ever get done, but I'll keep talking about it. Tie-dye takes a minute to do. We're just gonna draw a squiggly circle. Or I guess that's a spiral and not a circle. Give him fun stuff on his pants. I don't really know what this guy would have stitched. It's all like very sunny and bright. Rainbowy. I'll do a big sun here because he is like a sun fox. That's the type of pet that he is. I feel like he'd probably like write some fun words or something on them just for a good time. I'm assuming the patches are DIY. And I think, yeah, he'd make them say something fun, but I am not gonna think of what that is right now. He does look like a very cheerful individual, so we will keep him a very cheerful individual. You know what? He would wear like candy bracelets. He totally would. We're gonna give him a nice wrist full of those. We're making everything nice and rainbow and fun here. We're gonna give him a bandana because I want to give it the same like tie-dye pattern. Love a good bandana. I also own a tie-dye bandana. I want to redo it though because it doesn't look that good. All the colors kind of blend together. I do like a really good hairstyle with a bandana. We're gonna do this for the fox ears. We're gonna do these flippy bits and kind of make them pointy at the top. Okay. And for foxtail, little ponytail. Little ponytail at the back. Very cute. He looks cute. He looks like he is in a band or something. Crazy because I have a different character that is actually supposed to be the character that is in the band. But you know, this works. Oh, and then because his face kind of has that, I'm pointing at it. You can't see where my finger is pointing, but because the top of his face kind of has that like squiggle pattern from the sun fox markings, we can put that in the tie-dye. It's genius. I made his eyes look big, but whatever. The glasses making his eyes look big. Kinda looks like a hipster. Love that for him. He's adorable. I do like the visual variety that's happening. Did I give them both a bandana? Okay, maybe you don't. But I want you to have the bandana. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when I take them all to... We'll figure it out when I take it all digital. Clearly I have design biases. They currently look like they could be, like, a little related, and it doesn't help that I am about to use the same colored outliner them. Fix it in post. It's fine. I'll work that out whenever we get to the big screen. We'll decide who gets to keep the bandana. They can fight over it. This is just a good old episode of Muffins learns all of their design go-tos. All of their habits. actually do very much like this design. I am having a very good time with it. I keep getting the notification that the same one of my friends on Steam is playing Peak. It keeps popping up like every 5 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? Like, are we just opening and closing Peak repeatedly? It's very funny to watch. I keep seeing movement on my screen and thinking there's like a chat redeem or a message or something that I have to go look at, but I'm like, nope. It's just the same guy playing Peak. The game works for him, one of these opens. I have proposed to some of my friends that I'm doing that SMP with also that we should do a Peak run. And I haven't played Peak since they added a bunch of the new stuff that makes the game scarier, so we'll see. I've heard that there are giant spiders now. Steam has had some issues with servers today. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the problem. We'll run with that soon. It's probably just the servers. But yeah, I heard they added giant spiders to Peak. Really good news for me, who famously loves spiders. Mm-hmm. That's sarcasm, by the way. Spiders and I don't get along particularly well. They kind of scare me. And by kinda, I mean like a lot. I really don't like spiders. I've had bug phobia mode on Steam since like, or on Peak since day one. Which is like, I don't know how much better the Bing Bong bugs are, but at least they're not spiders. Like, checking the clock, it's like, is this design going faster? Am I doing okay? I am trying to keep these, like, not too complicated, because this is, like, supposed to be the preliminary design, pass, as opposed to going into detail. Hello, Toes! Welcome! Sure, I'll sit up straight. I'll even do a little stretch for you. Oh. And to hydrate. Drink your water, chat, all of you. Delicious. How you doing, Toes? Welcome to stream. Hey, Muffins. Oh, lovely to see the new wave emote. It makes me so happy. Welcome to stream. We're designing my Webkinz pets as characters again, in order so that I may, at some point, also turn these designs into proper full designs for my Magical Boy main cast. Thank you for the blanket, Lunar-Light. Oh, I feel so cozy. I haven't actually seen the cozy blanket with my pajamas before. It goes so well. I like it. And yes, we are very cozy today. It's raining outside the rabbit hole. I've got my jammies on. We're just chilling. It's so cute. Thank you. I mean, I guess thank the creator of the blanket thing. I don't remember actually who made it, but Zunu, you've got a little Bing Bong next to your name now. How cute. That's one of the better move that back in frame. That's one of the Valentine's Day thingies, right? I actually do not want to line art all of those. We're gonna leave that. I like his design. He's very cute. He looks very different to how he looks when I typically draw him, but it's a good start. I'm just trying to remember what I have as the other poses so that I don't do the same one. I'm gonna do like a two-handed wave for Corey. He is supposed to be a little bit of a sunshine child. I love him. I'm not sure where I got it. It was just there. It's just, here you go. Have a bing bong. Congratulations. We're gonna take a pause because I'm gonna figure out how you get bing bong love. Because I've seen so many people with it. I'm like, I want to know how you get that badge. You earn it by tuning into a peak stream for 15 minutes between February 13th and 28th, 2026. So you've been watching Peak, apparently. That's what that tells me. Maybe I should do a Peak stream so you all can get Bing Bong love. We can close your eyes for this one. Flush out the face shape a little bit. There we go. The glasses. I feel like the only shape of glasses I ever draw is really round ones. Maybe I have to change that a little bit. Whoops. My bad. I can't believe I gave two characters bandanas without noticing. It is a true. Guess I just really like to put that in the designs moment. Making up for my avoidance of drawing hands by drawing two hands here. How exciting. By the way, this HUD or whatever you call it is cool. Like my overlay for stream, my setup. Thank you. I did make a new one because I wanted a little more room for chat without like covering up a bunch of stuff on stream. Yes, the overlay. I guessed right. Thank you. Yeah, it was actually a last minute addition to the scene setups, but I was like, oh, like I don't know, like I don't mind having chat right on the recording space, but I don't know. Something about this I just like a little better. I like having the little designated spot for you guys to sit, and then I can also put like my Discord reactive stuff or any like important info in that little bar underneath. It just works out nicely, I think. Also kind of looks like he's doing his hands, but that's fine. I've been watching back some clips from debut, just, you know, because I've been editing them, turning them into some short form stuff. That's the content cycle, that's the way it goes, right? But I've been doing that. And I've just been like watching the model and just generally being much more happy with how much more I can emote with this thing. I can do so many facial expressions, it's awesome. So yes, generally very good, very, very happy with the new model. Which is good. It would really suck if I debuted and I'm like, oh, I don't know, guys. I just don't really like it anymore. Although, to be fair, that is maybe a little bit what happened with the 2.0 model. Not to that extent. Like, I didn't hate it immediately after debut, but I was, like, within, like, a short amount of time of debuting. I was like, I don't know, I feel like I could do a little better. I gotta write a script for this whenever I actually finish doing all the stuff. I haven't written a script that long in quite a while. I was gonna say that I haven't written a script in quite a while, but that's a lie. I was writing scripts this morning. But, you know, it's very different having to write a script for a 1-minute short versus a 20-minute video. Or however long this thing ends up being. But I really gotta get into just, like, doing the thing more. Only way I'm gonna get better is if I actually write the scripts and make the videos and all of that kind of stuff. Hence the motivation to actually try and make some more long-form content this year. Hopefully I can get at least a small collection of videos up. I think for sure I want the Pokemon fashion dolls to be long form and short form, like a combination. I'll do the individual designs as like quick little short form ones, but then also have the long form videos where I talk more about their designs, go more in depth. You get to see like the inspiration and all of that kind of stuff. The process. In an attempt to kind of just like integrate my content a little bit more. Like if you like the short, you can find more of it here. But also we're doing that on stream. We're gonna do the design. Whenever I have the teasers up on TikTok, YouTube, and the wheel ready to go, I will be also scheduling a stream for here. But, you know, that does also require the Webkinz stuff to be done, so we're trying to get it done here today. Yippee! Let's do the face so that I can move on to the next design. This one has gone a little faster than the other one, so maybe I'm a little more warmed up now. Whenever I finish line arting this one, I'll take a break. I'll actually run my ads over the break so you guys don't have to deal with a bunch of ads while I stream. We'll all be well. Is this music from Stardew Valley? I think it might be. Let me see if I can find the track. No, I think it's Nintendo something. I don't know which one it is, though. Oh, you know what? It's Gelato Beach from Mario Sunshine. That's what it is. I figured it out. I solved the mystery. It does kind of sound like the Ginger Island music, though. You're right. Chat, you guys know what has come to my attention? Speaking of Mario stuff, I mean, not really come to my attention, I've known this, but, come to my attention, we'll just use that. I have never played Mario Odyssey. So I feel like I gotta play Mario Odyssey. The gasp emote. Yeah, Toes, seriously. Oh wow, it really reminds me a lot of one from Stardew Valley. Yeah, I forgot to put it in English. All good. Yeah, it sounds like the island music from Stardew. I totally feel where you're coming from. It is similar, so. We might have to play Odyssey on a stream though, because it looks like such a good game. I don't know why I've never played it, and I love like watching other people play it, so. Why haven't I? I don't know, but maybe we probably should at some point. I think maybe by the time I got my Switch, there were other games that interested me more, and I just prioritized getting those, is maybe what happened. But... Cute. I made him look like a little bit dorky, and I kind of love that for him. This guy, this character in the actual story, as I actually designed him, he's supposed to be like the jock of the group. He's supposed to be like a big shot baseball player. So apparently MLB spring training starts today, and I didn't know that. I'm looking this up. Hold on, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I'm typically like so on top of this. I love baseball. Yeah, it started already. I didn't realize it was starting today. Is anyone I care about playing? Oh, okay. The Orioles beat the Yankees. I do care about that. That's very good. Sorry, chat. We're entering the season where I'm going to be really annoying about baseball again. Actually, not like super, because I don't keep up that closely with spring training, but like, just know that it is upon us. The Blue Jays are playing the Phillies tomorrow. That's what we care about. We care about seeing how all the new guys do, and if we're going to be able to have a season like we had last year. So, prepare yourselves, chat. Because before long, I will be yapping about baseball again. Suppose it also helps that you haven't tried it, because Nintendo, no matter how many years go by, never gives any discounts on its games. I am familiar. It is very annoying, but it means I might be able to go to a GameStop, or they're called EB Games here again. They've been switching back and forth. And maybe get a used copy for like a little bit less. That's like the one upside of it having been out for a while. I could maybe get like a tiny bit off. Which is like, you know, I'd rather pay like $10 less if I can. I'd rather get a bigger discount, but hey, if I can only get $10 off, I'm not complaining about the $10 off. I know that Nintendo's whole like philosophy with not discounting their games is like, oh, we don't want you to feel like you have to wait for a sale price to try our game, to play our game and have fun with it. But I'm like, guys, your games are so ungodly expensive. You gotta either just like lower the price or put them on sale sometimes. This sucks. And they got more expensive with the Switch too. Which I still don't own, by the way, and probably never will unless that console goes on sale, but... Tamagotchi Life, the new one, is for the Switch One. I will be happy. I can still play Animal Crossing. The thing that is going to make me cave, I'm predicting it right now, the thing that will make me cave is whenever they announce the new Pokemon game and they say, only on Switch 2, and I go, shit, I guess I need a Switch 2 now. Because I do indeed care about playing new Pokemon releases. Pokemon is only slightly a really big part of my life. I have a pen in my mouth. Look at all my Eevee stuff. I gotta hide this, but I can show you. This is an angle you don't typically get on my desk. Look at all my Pokemon stuff. And also the open pack of Gushers. Don't look at those. Get out of there. This is also actually really funny because this is where my phone is for VTuber tracking. That's the charm I have on my phone. That's all. I'm definitely not, like, really invested in Pokemon or anything. I don't like how clunky my webcam moves when I do that, but it works for the bit. Alright, there's two. Yes, Muffins needs their croissant towers and Pokemon that jump off buildings. I see someone's been watching my TikToks. I do. I need my daily dose. What's my next ad running? It's supposed to run in 8 minutes. I'm gonna run it now. I'm gonna take a quick break and run some ads, and yeah, I'm gonna probably finish that pile of Gushers that is very embarrassingly sitting on my desk, and then we'll come back and we'll work on the next two designs. And you know what? We're actually making halfway decent time, so we'll get there. It'll be fine. I'll see you guys shortly. Have a good break. Hello, hello, I am back. That took a little longer than expected. Okay, I am back though. Love the added rain sounds. Thank you, Kaz. I also love the added rain sounds. And it's like rainy in my background too, so it's all perfect. It all comes together. It's beautiful. I hope you guys got a chance to get yourself some food or have a stretch or whatever you needed to do. I figured the Mario music reminded me that I wanted to show you guys something that I made. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? It's kind of long. What made you disappear? My snack took a little longer than I thought it would. But yeah, I made this the other day. It's like the little melty fuse beads where it's like the colorful beads and you put them on like a pegboard and then you melt them with your iron. And then I just like linked them together with some lengths of like wire and beads. It's cool. I've been wearing it around my belt loop. It's because it's very long for a keychain to like put on a bag or whatever. But I think it looks really cute. I've been trying to have more hobbies outside of just I finish all of my work that is on a screen, and then I go stare at a screen to unwind. So I'm trying to have like crafty hobbies, and yeah, just been getting into making some crafts again, and it's a good time. Used to play with the beads when I was in kindergarten. That's awesome. I also definitely remember them from when I was a kid, but then like a while back I was like kind of going through it, and I'm like, I need something to do to make me feel better, so I bought a big bucket of those beads. And now every once in a while I'm like, you know what, it would be fun to make some stuff with those beads. And then I do. Those are the only ones I have on me right now. But I also made a Miku and a shiny Sylveon that I also put on keychains. And I just think they're fun. I just think they're neat. Good to have hobbies. I've also gotten into bracelets. Well, again, this is also an old hobby that I picked back up. Got back into like friendship bracelet making, so I made that one for myself. Get to have hobbies. Ignore the fact that I definitely do still put on streams in the background while I do those hobbies. But it's like, at least I'm doing something where it's like my eyes aren't trained on the screen the whole time, right? Okay, next page. Only 2 more to design. We should be able to finish them today. Let's see. Let's open the wheel back up and see who's next. Okay, wheel. Make the decision. Oh, is it gonna change or are we staying red? Okay, just barely blue, okay. I wonder who it's gonna be next. Turn off the wheel. So Ace is our little punk lizard dude. Like that for him a lot. Very cool. There we go, there he is. And I'm interested to think about how we're gonna design him here, because I honestly don't know. Let's see, he's got some spots. We could do like freckles or even like vitiligo for markings for that. It seems like a fun pattern to kind of replicate. I think it lends itself to freckles a little more, but I don't know. Cool punk pants, fun vest, studded belt, glasses. The rest is like pretty easy. Let's pick out a pose, shall we? I'm gonna turn my music down just a little bit because I feel like it's gotten loud again with my mixer. I can't remember if I turned it up or not during ads, but that may have been why. Let's go find one more pose. I want him to be cool, and also because he's a salamander. I'm gonna make him a short king. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Thank you so much. The head pats one always makes me smile. I mean, a lot of my toggles do. Anything that interacts with my model really makes me happy, but I think specifically head pats is so funny. This is kind of a walking one, but we could do this one. I put it up on the screen, so it's official now. We're doing this one. Get all cozied in to draw. I just think the headphones is fun. We'll probably give him some headphones so he has some stuff going on. The other thing we could do with the spots is like dye his hair in a fun way. Like if you've ever seen someone like shave their hair to like just the fuzzy part and then dye a pattern into that, like we could do something like that with the spots. It'd be a little weird, but it'd certainly be unique for a character. Yeah, I think that's Okay, there is one downside of doing the anime figure thing for pose reference. They do give sick poses, but they kind of all have the same body type, so you gotta either go out of your way to change that, or the characters are all gonna kind of end up with the same body type. I am definitely gonna adjust that when we get to digital. I want a little more diversity in height and body scale, body type. Whatever. You understand what I mean, yeah. Change it up a little bit, not just make everyone the same height and the same kind of skinny. Does not make for a very interesting part. That's all I'll say. Have a sip of water. I've actually almost finished my whole water bottle, which is good. Means I have been staying relatively well hydrated. Which is like so important for streams. I'm just like staring at a screen for so long. Not good for my head. Thank you for the hydrate reminder, Kaz. Finish the bottle. Well, it's not finished yet. There are still a few more sips to go, but I'm sure it'll get finished soon. Chat bands together to redeem a bunch of hydrates. Maybe I'll finish it. I talked about this earlier or not yet, but I do want to point out how excited I am, specifically just with like the new model's expressiveness. I have really been enjoying watching videos of my new model. I was watching my own VOD of debut. I was like, hee, this is so fun. I could watch this forever. I love watching this. That's a good sign. Oh god, toes. 4 hydrates? Okay. Reminded me of an acquaintance who has the little problem of not having a sense of thirst and not knowing when his body is asking for water. Oh no. I, fortunately, Angel, am not that bad. I'm pretty good with my water intake. My only problem is actually typically on streams. I will get a little too into what I'm doing for streaming and then forget my water. Otherwise, I'm pretty good at it. Okay, that's 4 hydrates. We'll see if that's the rest of the bottle, okay? I'll take, like, fair-sized drinks. 1. 2. 3. 4. That is my water bottle finished. No, Angel! To go fill it up again. It's the stickers all over again. It really is. Well, I have to go fill this back up. Give me just a second, chat. I'll be like literally right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Two more drinks of water. 1, 2. Thank you for keeping me well hydrated, Chad. I appreciate you. I can put my blanket back on and get all cozy with my drawings. My playlist is almost over. I'm gonna have to switch soon. Maybe we'll go to Pokemon songs. But that chill Pokemon playlist, like, I think actually does put me to sleep a little bit sometimes. I think it's time to use the 500 points I saved for good hydration. Okay, no, actually, I don't have many left at the moment. Maybe for the best. I don't know where I have to, like, limit the hydrate routines and say, like, okay, guys, I, like, physically can't drink any more water right now. This is a bad idea. I guess I just haven't reached the limit yet, but I don't know if I want to find out what it is, you know? Local streamer gets flooded by 500 hydrate messages. Drowns. I don't think that would be good. Got over 4K, could drown her if I wanted, but you won't, right? Right? I am out but the whim of chat. Please be kind to me. Okay, these pants, they seem like very straight leg, not super baggy. Maybe, okay. I don't know how safe I feel with that toes, but look at you. Good straight leg. Feels like a little too clean for a nice punk pant. Gotta save some for future Gamba. Hell yeah, you do, toes. I think we will try and have some Gambas for Minecraft on Sunday. I do think you should limit it at some point just in case. That is a good point. When I get to a certain point, I will probably put a limit on them, but for now I've never gotten so many of them that it's unbearable, so I'm fine to keep it as is. You have 11K, Kaz? With the power of friendship, we can make a new Aquaman movie. Don't know if that's the lesson we want to be taking away from this. Let's band together, giving the power that the streamer gave us to actually drown them on stream. Here, let me go pick some more music. We'll do this one. I really like this playlist. That is an ad. My ad blocker's not working again. YouTube has gotten wise again. Okay. That should be okay. Rain is still hearable. Okay, got music, and I will share this with us. I use this one a lot for stream. I think this one might be one of my favorites, so. By the way, mentioning points, what exactly is the DK wrap? Oh ho ho, you've seen it. The DK wrap is my weird little stretch goal of a channel point redeem, where basically I do the DK rap. I do karaoke to the DK rap with no rehearsal whatsoever. If you're not familiar with the DK rap, it's an old promotional video thing that Nintendo put out for Donkey Kong, where they do a little rap song about Donkey Kong and his family, and it's very funny. And I'm gonna do it all not from memory, because I won't remember the whole thing, but I'm gonna do it all without any rehearsal. And it will be hopefully funny, hopefully worth a million blueberries. The community goal we're working towards, that's probably a good way to put it. It's a community goal without using Twitch's community goal feature, because that would be cheap. Speaking of the community blueberry goals, though, I should probably think of a new one to put up, because we haven't had one going in a while. The next one we had was for the Nuzlocke, and I feel really bad because I absolutely bombed that Nuzlocke. And I was like, oh god, I can never do this again. But yeah, I was thinking I could do one for like a new outfit or something. I learned my lesson, we'll just say that. Well, yeah, I watch people do Nuzlocks all the time. Like, I'm sure it'll be difficult, but I can probably manage it. Nope. Nope. It's really bad. Kind of look like pajama pants right now. I think I'm just really used to seeing people wear like the kind of plaid pajama pants. Let's add like some fun zippers and chains and extra stuff to them to make them look a little bit more fun and punk and stuff. I need to gradually save up points. Yep. I have lots of fun redeems, so hopefully like saving points feels worth it even if you're not going for the good old DK route. I have lots of fun stuff that you can stick on and or throw at my model, which is very fun, very good time. I know Saucy likes to come in here sometimes and bonk my head in inopportune times. Ew. Some fun like belt chains here. If there's any character to put them on, it's him. Oh, Saucy! Like that. Wow. Okay, I see how it is. Can I have my hair back, please? Thank you. Yeah, as an example, that. I take it that is your favorite one, Saucy? Of the new redeems? I've got 10k more. Sounds like a threat. Four more balds. Bald is kind of expensive. I should maybe make my prices a little bit cheaper on some of them. I don't know, I try to adjust for what everyone has, but Saucy, if you've only got 10k, I feel like I should make things cheaper. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do some price adjusting in between streams. Except for the DK wrap, that one stays where it is. I spend mine often, you do, that's fair. You did spend a lot of blueberries during debut, I feel. I feel like you interacted with me a lot. Yes, you could, like making the DK wrap 20k. Dang it, yeah. That one stays. It will be years before it gets redeemed, but it's the green that keeps it alive. I also put them in gambas sometimes. That's fair. How have the gambas been going for you on this channel, Saucy? Do you win much? Or do you foolishly believe? There's only one problem, the head pat's fair. I feel like everyone gets one redeemed that they get absolutely addicted to and can't stop redeeming. My personal favorite one is my Muffins throw one, which is reminding me that I did not launch tits before stream. That's what I forgot to do. Good thing no one's redeemed it. I'm gonna turn it on now. No, I usually put them in when there's no payout, so I usually lose. Aw, you're doing a nice service to chat. That's so kind of you, Saucy. Mine is the stickers when you have it, yeah. Apparently I need to make that like a more... Did it just crash? I think it crashed. Apparently I need to make that a more recurring redeem. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Hopefully that's working. I'm gonna have to test it. Yep, there we go. There's my hitbox. We'll just let the other UI things go away. Let me do a little test pro. Yeah, it's working. These little UI elements, they don't go away when you do the like hide UI button. You have to wait for them to go away on their own. And I find that a little annoying, but otherwise it's fine. And it's a wonderful, wonderful little tool, so. Crop this a little bit. I think the vest has like a hood and some little stars on it, so we can add that also. Kind of match. I don't know what we're gonna put on its shirt. There's not really a graphic on it, but I feel like there needs to be a graphic on it. I'll just put like a square and we'll pretend there's a picture in there. And then I feel like we'll do like a nice big stack of like different necklaces and stuff, because that'd be cool. I want it to be real layered up. I like bulky. And then we'll do like some layered stuff with like gloves here. There we go. And then I just have to decide what we're doing for hair, and also probably give him some wings. I feel like he's taking a long time because of me getting distracted by redeeming stuff. That's okay. We're just here for it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the full digital process for these guys on stream. I'll see. I'll see how I feel. We'll see if I have other streams that take priority is probably a good way to measure it. I want to get this done in like a decent amount of time, but it's like if I don't have anything else to do, I could just do it on stream. I think I am gonna do like the short hair, like that kind of level. I don't know if I'm gonna do the pattern in it just because that's like annoying for me, but I did like the short hair idea, and I don't do enough characters with short hair, so he can have short hair. Give everyone glasses. Why did I do that? I need to change his face shape a little bit. Made him look a little bit young. Whoopsies. His glasses are cool. Damn right, Toes. I'm gonna need to give them different glasses shapes probably, but I feel like no, the glasses chain might actually be too big for the design. Yeah, I'm gonna need to box out his face shape just a little bit because he looks actually baby. Cute, I like the design. We'll do this one with green because that's his color. Looks much more teal on this, but Webkinz didn't have any like good dark green vibe pets that I really liked, so. And yes, because they are a magical boy team, they do all have like their own kind of color-coded thing, the color-coded vibe. Everyone has their own signature color. That's just how it goes. Keep dropping the caps off of these. I need to just stop trying to stick them on the end and thinking they will actually stay. Maybe we need another belt. Maybe we need to layer belts here. Maybe we need to make him look more like he just visited a Hot Topic. Those boots also need bigger platforms. I feel like if we're gonna make him short, he is gonna have big old boots to make up for it, right? Can add like a handful of extra inches without towering over everyone else still. That's the vibe, that's where it's at. Gotta bring the headphones back in. I also feel like if there's any character where I am allowed to go crazy on the piercings, it's gonna be him, right? We're gonna let me go a little nuts about the piercings, right? I posted a photo about the ice candles. Ooh, I will look at it either on break or after stream, Zuno. I'm excited to see. Thank you. While I'm here, I will sharpen up his face angles a little bit so he looks a little less good. I think this is a good start. I think I do still want to complicate this design a little more. Maybe layer some more stuff in. But that can be a problem for when we bring it to digital. Let's just add this like big stack of necklaces and stuff. Once again, locking in on the line art gang. The ice candles remind me of jack-o'-lanterns, at least from what I understood them to be. Ooh, okay. That is a good point. Is it like kind of a similar thing to doing jack-o'-lanterns, Nunu? Would you compare the two? Okay, I definitely need to diversify the shapes of the glasses. That's okay. And then we give him like a full year worth of piercing. That's sick. I like that. Very cool, very good. Kind of, yeah? Okay. That's exciting. Well, now I'm really looking forward to see. Join the Discord if you want to see Zunu's ice candles. That's my plug for it today. Okay. Let's do your face next. Why am I yawning now? This is the upbeat music. Feeling a little too cozy, a little too comfortable, maybe. Those damned rain sounds. I am definitely in like a lock-in state. My ability to tell stories is evaporating a little bit. I'm gonna just talk about what I'm doing a little. I kind of keep forgetting that this sweater supposedly had a hood on it. Like it's a sweater vest, but not in the way that we'd understand a sweater vest to be typically. Like it's a hoodie without sleeves kind of deal. I think that is too much. I need room underneath for my other drawing angle. This one's mostly supposed to be focused on the face anyway. Knock out your hairline, sir. And give you a whole bunch of piercing. Beautiful. And snake bites. Because they're cool. And it's my character and I can do what I want. A little bit of fuzzies. I'm gonna have to look up references for this hairstyle later. I don't really ever draw short hair. This is me trying. Well, he looks a little bit less like a child now, so that's good. What also hasn't made an appearance yet is me giving someone an eye bracelet. Another design thing that I like to do quite frequently. I feel like I need to like hide the right side of my face now. The left side of my face. Don't look at that. Definitely not a thing I do all the time in characters. To be fair, okay, to be fair to the one I have on my VTuber, it is because I have one in real life. It was based on me, not a thing that I like to do to all of my characters, but I think the thing that I like to do to all of my characters might also maybe be based on me a little. I don't know. Maybe I just customize myself in the same way I customize my characters, and that's why so much of this ends up happening. I've been noticing that when I slouch a lot in my chair, I kind of mess up the angle that I have on my drawings, so my drawings turn out a little weird. I'm just noticing that here. I mean, the camera angle also isn't great for seeing things super clearly as they should be, but like, certainly the way I'm sitting, I'm not seeing things properly, and it's definitely messing with me a little bit. There we go. I quite like the short hair on him. It looks really good. This is what I've been robbing myself of by, like, refusing to draw short hair all the time. I don't know, it just never brings me as much joy, but I think it looks good. Posture check? Thank you, Toes. Always in need of a posture check. Sitting up so straight, it feels weird. Are you shrimping? Maybe a little. I try to be better, but I made it! Welcome, Destiny! Hello! Glad you could make it to stream. Thank you for the hydrate, Kaz. Give me a second to finish up this hood and I'll have a sip of water. Welcome to stream, Destiny. How are you today? And I will have some water. Just got back from my classes. I hope your classes were okay, but the crying emote suggests that maybe otherwise. I'm just doing like little dribblies to be reminiscent of the fuzzies right now. I'm gonna figure out this hairstyle when I actually put it into digital. This is the concept. Glad to be here though. I'm glad. I'm glad to have you, Destiny. Fortunately for you, we're just having a chill stream. I'm knocking out some character designs and, you know, it's raining outside the rabbit hole. I've got some nice music going on. It's lovely. It's a lovely day. Adjusting everything a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. Let's do one more. We're gonna do the bust shot of this guy. I don't know what I want it to be. Maybe we do like a good old-fashioned jam emote and have him listening to his music. Because I drew him with headphones before. I don't know what he's doing, but he is certainly enjoying his music. We'll do a good old hand up to the ear, hand up to the side of the headphones so you really know he's rocking out. I don't know why I'm feeling more tired with the more upbeat music playlist. Maybe it's just because I've been live for a while, but yeah. Starting to feel it a little bit. Fortunately, we have one more character after this, and then... I mean, I can either be done or we'll take it to digital for a while. We'll see how much time I have in the stream once I finish this. Should we spin the wheel for the final character as a formality? I feel like we should. I think you should. Sounds good. We will spin the wheel. Even though we know what we're gonna get, we're gonna do it just so we have it. Satsy and I still have the puzzle from last week up and running. It was a very big puzzle. I think I was very optimistic in our ability to get it done. And it's like, oh yeah, like it's a pretty big puzzle, but I'm good at puzzles and we've got all evening and it'll be so much fun and I'm sure we'll get it done. But yeah, this thing is a 1,000 piece puzzle and it's not simple. So I definitely was being way overconfident when I said, oh, we can probably finish it in like 2 nights. Yeah, 7th stream watch streak, Destiny. That is impressive. Congratulations on your blueberry bonus. I hope that helped in your ultimate quest towards the DK wrap. Thank you, you're welcome. Thank you for watching 7 of my streams in a row. That's kinda crazy. Alright, there we go. 1 more to go. Shall we bring out the wheel? We're gonna do it like this. Wheel time! Okay. I wonder who it's gonna be, chat. Oh! Whoa! Awesome, perfect. And the wheel is empty. No more wheel. Where's my mouse? It got trapped. There we go, okay. We can hide my reference for you. About 995,000 blueberries to go? Is that how you read that number? This is something, fun fact about me, chat, I'm really bad at reading numbers in like word terms. About that size. Finally get to do a female character too, chat. Oh, ho, 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 ho. How exciting. I gotta go pick out a pose reference for her. Very cute. The Webkinz pet type is called a pixie fox, and I think she is adorable. I love her. Got an ad break coming up in about 5 minutes, so I'm going to take actually a quick break while that happens. Like, I will be gone for like 2 minutes. She is, yeah. She's so wonderful. Let me find a really good pose for her. like this one. This one is a good outfit show-off pose. There we go. Let's get started. I think her outfit is so cute. It makes me very happy. So I think she will be fun to draw. Gotta figure out what her hairstyle is gonna be, because she does have these two kind of like horns on her head. They're kind of hard to see. Oh, thank you so much for the head pat. They're kind of hard to see, but because they're covered by like her headband thing. But they're like little horns made of flowers, and they're super cute. And I like need to find a way to incorporate those into the design. I think they're awesome. Thank you for the posture check, Cass. Let me sit up straight. The head pats is completely consuming my points. Aw, as it should be, though. That's the whole point of the redemptions. They're fun to redeem. They get you hooked. So you can never save up for DK Rap. Mwahaha. Another good old hands in the pockets pose, so I don't have to think about them. I'm really using the good old strategy today. I shall redeem it. I do have total faith in you. You will get there one day. I promise. I am excited to see it. I'm excited to have it happen someday. I think, you know, once I get a bit of a bigger chat and we do more gambas, then it's like, it becomes a little easier because you can steal other people's blueberries. But I definitely did set it to be a very big goal. Maybe, hopefully, over the summer, I am able to stream a little bit more as well, so you have more frequent streams to come to, and more frequent streams means you can farm blueberries more often, and it all works out for the best. Made her head a little big and push of her body, huh? Okay, let's figure this design out. We'll start with the base of like the shorts with leggings. I think that's cute. Make them nice and high-waisted because low-waisted pants drive me nuts. I mean, I suppose my characters could wear them, but I just know for me, I hate low-waisted pants, so I will not put my girl through that agony either. I actually did like a little like mini redesign for Makoto recently, just because I'm drawing her for a class project and I needed a tidied up design for her. But I'm trying not to think too much about it while we do this. It's not about that design right now. And I still wouldn't consider her fully redesigned anyway. I just changed her like hair a little bit. Is it ad break time? Am I gonna go take like a couple minutes while ads run? Yeah, they're supposed to be going right away. Oh, you guys don't need my Twitch dashboard. Let me put that away. I want to give her baggy socks over like the leggings. Another Muffins design classic. I do this one a lot. I feel like all stream I've been like, oh, I do this for all my characters. This happens all the time. But I don't know, I have many things that I like in my designs. I don't think it's the end of the world. I just don't want to get like trapped in it, you know? Okay, ad time. I'm gonna go take a quick little break and I will actually be back by the time ads are done. I'll see you guys very shortly. Look at that, chat. Aren't you impressed? I'm back on time. Having a little more water. There we go. Alright, let's get back to it. Welcome back. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you guys had the opportunity to go do a stretch or get a snack if you need it on the break. I'm making her look all shy and nervous here. I feel like she's not really. She is definitely one of my more extroverted characters, but whatever. The pose was cute. And again, these are the Webkinz pets and not the not the actual characters. That's what I'm saying every single time. I mean, it is good to remind myself that, like, the point is not to create the redesign of the character right off the bat. We are designing the Webkinz as humans first, and then thinking about the character later. I gotta think about how I'm gonna do the fox ears and the horns again. The horns, I think, are gonna be a tricky part to kind of allude to. They are made of flowers, so I could easily just put flowers in her hair, but I honestly, I feel like that's, like, the lazy way out. And to make her look a little different than Lance, who is also wearing a sweater vest, I'm gonna open these little... Why don't I just make this a sweater? It's supposed to be a button-up. It is in the item, but... I am not bound to the confines of a Webkinz outfit design. I can just make that a normal crew neck. Or, like, slightly higher, that's fine. Okay. Some weird in between like a crew neck and a turtleneck. And it's like checkered patterns like that, very cute. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I gotta actually think about it now. We're gonna draw this little headband on and see what feels right. Got like the little bow, right? Yeah. Piece of hair right there feels like it's happening. I mean, we could play it safe and do like little buns for the fox ears. I think that can be cute, but I don't know, I feel like I rely on that a lot when I'm doing like ears. I mean, I could, okay, here's something. We could spike the little layers of the boa and make those look like horns. Okay. Going somewhere. I can do the trick of like folding the hair over like this and just like shape the hair differently, but I feel like I don't like that. Let's focus on what the back of it looks like. I'm not just gonna do a ponytail again to be the foxtail because I did that for Corey already. I'm trying to make sure everyone looks different. But I do want her to have a style that like kind of flares out. I mean, I can just make her hair like that. I'm not against defying the laws of physics with my hair. I just do this like outward like flare thing at the back. And then keep it nice and bound around her head. The question is just the fox ears. What do we do for the fox ears? The option of doing buns is always there. What if we did like a half up, half down kind of style? Lodged my eraser. Bring that back over here. We did this with braids. That doesn't really make fox, but I wonder if I could like kind of dye these braided bits, because we can kind of make those do a little bit of a triangular shape, and then I could dye them to look like the outer ear. I think that's something like what we're going for. I'm having trouble doing, like, good faces this small. Clearly I'm not used to doing this not zoomed in. At least we've got a design figured out. That's good, at least. Is like kind of tricky to like get your head around, I think, because I'm constantly like asking myself like you know, are we doing this because this is how I think the character has to exist, or am I doing it because I think it's a good design choice for this character that I'm designing now? And just like constantly reminding myself like, hey, this isn't like the canon version, go nuts, do whatever. It's interesting. It feels a little weird. I do kind of want to give her a belt chain with like little flowers on it so I can still incorporate the flower aspect of her design. There we go. That's a little better. Strange exercise, that's all I'll say. I might be able to start at least doing the sketches in digital today. At least like try and get the lineup all together and, you know, figure out what needs to change to help their cohesion as a group. I think that will be exciting. Progress we've been able to make today. We've gotten really far with these. Well done, everyone. You've been here, so you count as a part of it. You can certainly see with my line art though, I'm like, alright, I'm done. Let's be finished with this. Which, I know I certainly get like that with projects if I've been working for a while. I'm like, I'm ready for this to be done. Let's make this done. It's a lot of character designing back to back to back to back. And I think I am excited to get to digital. That's probably a big part of it here. The designs certainly are cute. I like them, but Definitely still could be given some spice, which is, I think, what the digital portion of this exercise is going to be for. We made them exist. Now we gotta make them good. I genuinely do love that quote so much. I don't even remember where it's from, but when people say make it exist first, make it good later, I feel like I need to do that a lot. Or at least keep it in mind. I'm doing the thing with the angle again. I need to sit up. Yeah. Readjust myself a little bit, sit up a little bit straighter. Gee, shrimpin', I sure am. Crazy how shrimpin' actually messes with my drawing. I'm not conscious of it. Just trying to move my my tracking over just a little bit. I shimmied myself way over. Oh. Do it. I'm gonna have her kind of leaning back over her shoulder for this bust shot. I don't know, that's just what I felt. I want to make her hair. Note to self, spam muffins with more postures because she trim. I mean, it's probably not a bad idea. I am really bad for doing the shrimp thing. I saw some people have a little stuffed animal and they'll put it against the edge of their desk and then have to hold it up with their chest almost. Their chest or whatever that spot just below it is called. But yeah, having it kind of push your body up against the desk to support the little plush so it doesn't fall. I'm damn, maybe that would help my posture. Maybe if I felt like the little guy was counting on me. Do a shocked face, or am I going to make her happy? Who knows? I don't know. It looks more questioning. Line this and then one more drawing and we're on to digital. I'm actually doing pretty decent time-wise. I was gonna be done around 4 or 4:30 today, I think. Depended on if my wrists are begging me to stop or not. Pretty good here. There we go. I stare at a little too hard, my eyes are watering. Ugh. I must blink. Got a little too locked in, maybe. Okay. One more. We're just doing her face this time. I think I'll be signing off shortly after this one ends. It'll be about 3.5 hours anyway. Sounds good. Well, no worries. Thank you for dropping in. Very nice chatting with you. See, Destiny has found the lurk command. Have a good lurk, Destiny. Twitch ever took back the not counting lurkers thing, but it drives me nuts that they did that. I am a proud stream lurker. I love lurking on streams, typically because I have them on in the background while I do other stuff. Stupid. The lurkers deserve to be recognized. Thanks for the hydrate reminder, Kaz. Cheers. By the way, sorry if there's a typo, I'm also using a translator for it. All good, man. It's been very good, actually. I have not noticed any typos, at least. I'm used to deciphering typos anyway, so no need to apologize if there are. I've gotten very good at typo deciphering because the way my mom types, like maybe 2 words in the whole sentence will be spelt correctly. So I'm just trained, I guess. Oh wait, I decided that that wasn't going to be a button outright. Thank you for the flower crown. I like this one too. It's so cute. Very nice. It's so elegant. So far with her design, I'm kind of just worried that she feels slightly too whimsical next to all of my other characters. Not that being whimsical in fashion or anything is a bad thing. It just currently doesn't feel like she fits in the same world quite as much. Which is a problem, because I am fighting writing tropes. She is not meant to be that kind of character. I am fighting very hard to not have her end up being just like a haha mysterious quirky girl in the story. That's not her role, that's not what she does. I know these designs are separate, however, it is important to me that this one also does not become that. Because I kind of really hate when people write women that way. So, when we take them to digital, we're gonna make her feel a little bit more integrated with the cast. Gonna put a little more edge on her for fun. I think this headshot maybe helps a little bit, but sometimes I worry that I'm gonna accidentally fall into like that kind of thing. Oh, no, that's not what she's supposed to be. You misunderstand this very complicated character concept that exists only in my head. Right. Almost done. Just do the eyes. Beautiful. Okay. The concepts are done. We will make these look nicer, but the concepts are done. Let's take a look. I can turn off my references now. Oh, it fits my whole sketchbook perfectly. Lovely. Here we go. So I've got Alistair, main character boy. Team Baby. This is Sparrow. These are all the ones we did today. We did Lance. I love his majestic mullet. He looks so good. I've got Corey. Looks like a dork and I love him. Then I've got Ace and Makoto. Yippee yippee. Very good. Yeah, they are very much in concept art stage, but that is kind of the idea. Probably about half an hour left in stream. I don't want to stop early, so yeah, let's just start blocking some stuff out in the digital version, if nothing else. I'm gonna go to here. Beautiful. And we're gonna just readjust the desk a little bit because I'll need to get my drawing tablet all hooked up here. What I have learned about connecting my drawing tablet to this computer is that we have to like let it sit for a few minutes for it to actually connect properly. I don't know why, but it always like needs to think for a few minutes, and if you try and interact with like anything before that, it kind of freaks out on you. So we're just gonna sit here, we're gonna look each other in the eye and let my drawing tablet think for a minute. Okay. Let's begin the process of letting it do its thing. Gonna sit very nice and still so not to disturb it. Thank you guys for the posture checks and hydrate reminders. Let me sit up a little bit. 2 hydrates to get through. Cheers. There we go, there's 2 hydrates, and Toes, thank you so much for the cozy blanket. It really does go so well with this hoodie. I feel so warm. Okay. How are we feeling? Not ready yet. Don't touch it. I do enjoy being spammed by redeems. I think it's very fun. It will always be appreciated. Maybe not always. I can think of a few instances where redeem spam is bad, but typically it's good and fun, especially for like VTuber streams where you just like stack redeems on top of each other and it's awesome. How we doing? Are you gonna freak out at me or can I click stuff yet? Where is my mouse? I have completely lost my mouse. There it is. Okay. Oop, I can click. Okay. Good. Let me open Clip Studio. Those are those chicken nuggets. They look delicious. Don't make me hungry. They are beautiful. I love them. Okay, it looks like the tablet has decided to work without protest. Let's do a quick test here. Oh yeah! Very good. Okay. Just wanna check one thing. Wasn't there once a guide the raid redeem, or am I stupid? Yes, there was. I did get rid of that one because it wasn't getting used. Okay, now I'll say goodbye. Have a great rest of the stream. See you next time. Of course, thanks for dropping by, Angela. It was nice having you here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Okay, this is the one issue. I had a material that was like a character height chart, and apparently I don't have it on here. So, let me find it again. A little bit of troubleshooting. Did not spell it right. Is this what I was using? No, it was not. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Download. And apparently I am not logged in. Okay, there we go. I think it should be downloaded now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Beautiful. All right, we're all set. Let's hop back down to here. I think the webcam's gonna be still on. You guys are just gonna get a really nice close-up shot of my desk. Yep. Let's turn that off. Why is there like 20 different Clip Studio things that I can click on? Not helpful. Okay, we're gonna have to do this a slightly different way. Hold up. We will do a display capture of my drawing tablet. And that should work. Okay. Let me... Please enjoy this quick break for me to set up my scene, because apparently I haven't done it for my drawing tablet yet. Whoopsies. That's huge. Whoa, okay. Got the nice high resolution, I guess. Okay. I'm just gonna cut this bottom bar off here. Goodbye. And we're just gonna make that fit nicely in the window. That should be okay. And then I can go back over here, and we're back to it. Got my sketchbook here, of course, so I can reference what I've got so far, but really I just want to get a base down. I don't think we're gonna get... Where did I put my tablet pen? I just had it. Chat, I lost it. I was literally just holding it. Where did it go? There it is. I found it. It was in my blanket. Okay, let's just like... Nope, I want... What's free transform? I want free transform. Oh, it's Shift T, okay. Because we are going to make this... Can I make the thing wider, please? Weird, okay. That's not what I want to do with it! I'm trying to get it to, like, snap this direction, but it's like, oh, do you want to make it, like, skew? No, that's not what I want to do. I don't like it. No, that's scale. Even if I hold shift. Okay, so I do need to do a free transform. Why is it working like that? That's so weird. Or is it... Would scale rotate do that? Maybe? No, that's what I was doing. And that only brings it, like, up, right? Bigger or smaller. This is not the part of this I should be having trouble with. But for whatever reason, this has decided that I'm not allowed to have straight lines. Can I just do that? I can just do that. I can change this slider. Why does it jump from like 17 to 1,000? Oh wow, this sucks. Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. That's all I was trying to do. Move it over just a little bit and have it be wide enough to take up the full screen. That should not have been that hard. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Now that we're here, let's just do some sketches. I'm gonna take a nice red pen, or I guess red pencil thing. And we're gonna just block out what everyone looks like on the base. That's all I want to do. That's all I'm trying to do, chat. Being unkind to me today. Clearly. Whatever. Okay. Are we gonna scale these? I kind of want to do the height scale based on like how big the animals are in comparison with each other. Which I think would be is just a funny way to do it. So we're gonna do Alistair first. He will be, honestly, of the animals I have, probably medium-ish height. A little smaller than the foxes and the horse, but bigger than the other bunny because I've been drawing him as more of a hare, and definitely bigger than the gecko. Or no, it's a salamander. Bigger than that still. So we'll put him at about like, I don't know, like low end of 5 feet. This is struggling to remember my proportions here, apparently. We're gonna probably enlarge this to make everyone fit together at the end. And after I block everyone in, we'll play around with what everyone's body types and everything looks like. Again, just trying to make everyone look different and cohesive. Like it's an actual group of people and not just a weird copy-paste of the same figurine. Beautiful. There's one. There's boy number 1. Then I guess we're doing Sparrow next. Sparrow's gonna be fairly short. I don't know if I might still make him smaller than the salamander just because he is supposed to be a child. And by a child I mean he's 16, but he's baby compared to the other guys. We're gonna make him like 4.5 feet. Again, some height variety is good. Helps everyone stand out against each other. Also helps send the message that this guy is little. Am I gonna give him hands in his pockets? I don't know. Let's just block out the shape first. The legs look weird for redoing those. I gotta up my eraser size for that. Oh, I forgot to turn on this. It should track my mouse in the form of my drawing pen, maybe? Did it just make things go weird because I'm not actually tabbed into Clip Studio? There we go. Doesn't look like it actually wants to track my cursor, which is a little annoying, but it still looks good, so that's what's important. Anyway, let's fix up the legs here. I think I need to do more digital drawing on stream. I think it works a lot better for streaming, which is definitely partially a motivation of it. Definitely also the fancy toggle for it is contributing. We'll do one hand in the pocket, but that I have some practice. I'm kind of forcing myself to practice a little bit. We're sorting out body types later. I was gonna do some thinking, but we're gonna sort out body types after I get everyone walked out on the page. Okay, Lance is gonna be the tallest because he is a Haunts. Or a unicorn, but a horse. A Haunts. He's gonna be so tall compared to everyone else. We'll make him like about 6 feet, maybe like just over. He can be like 6'1" or something. There-ish. Definitely made his jaw a little huge, but that's fine. That is a big lad. His design was already big, but I think in combination with making everyone else kind of small. He looks like an actual giant. Doing arms behind the back because I think it looks cool, not because I'm trying to hide the hands, okay? I promise. I think it makes him look dignified, which is kind of the idea with him. I need to draw the pose better, but don't laugh at me! It's a stylistic choice! You can't criticize me, Toes, that's just my style. No, it looks dumb. I can't do that. It looks bad. The hands in the pockets I have him in the sketchbook is quite cool. We're gonna do a similar pose here. We're gonna give him a bend in the leg and hands in the pockets. Like, I feel like body language-wise, right, he is not a huge shower of the hands, but how do I convince you of that without making it sound like I just really don't want to draw his hands? I meant to look closed off. There we go, that looks good. Might space him out just like slightly from Sparrow. Looks like he's crowding the poor kid. Oh, nope, that was the cancel button. This is my biggest pet peeve with Clip Studio. For whatever reason, the OK and cancel button are flipped between Windows and Mac, which like isn't really that big of a deal except for when you work between Windows and Mac. My laptop is a MacBook, and you get used to one, and then you have to switch to the other every time. Not a big fan of that. Don't know who decided that. Don't like it. Okay, we're doing Corey next. Corey's gonna be on, like, the higher end of 5 feet. There we go. Kinda balance things out a little bit. Having the height chart for this is actually very helpful, I find. Helps me do proportions better. And just also keep in mind, like, how tall everyone is compared to everyone else. Keep head sizes consistent. I'll go back over and do a pass at the end to make sure everything really matches up. I am mostly gonna leave their arms resting, more or less. I know some people do really complicated poses. I don't want them to be too complicated. I want to focus on their clothes. And also we're doing a character lineup. Yeah, this is good. Alright, last two. Ace we're making short. He's gonna be not as short as the child, because he is older than the child, but we are gonna make him 5 foot. Oh, posture check. I got posture checked. I better sit up straight. I think I do need to add the little ding back to my redeem alerts. I turned it off because I'm like, oh, well, if we get a lot of redeems, it could get annoying. But then sometimes I don't notice them. So at least maybe for like posture check and that kind of stuff where I need to do stuff, maybe a ding is a bad idea. We're gonna make him a little more muscular to kind of set him apart from the kiddo. Make his torso a little shorter, I think. This is a character where it feels weird to make him so short because I always make him tall. Trying to treat them like their own batch of characters, separate from what I would typically do for them. No, I can't have him cross his arms because then that covers up the outfit. We can give him a little hand on the hip. I feel like that'd be cool, probably, maybe. Just with where the height chart is, they all look super, super tiny. I'm gonna have to zoom it in. At least a little bit. And then for Makoto, we're gonna make it like a solid hair-ish. I am once again locking in. What time is it? It is almost 4 o'clock. We'll just tidy up the lineup and then I'll probably go log off for the evening. We're gonna go... we've got a fun thing to go to later tonight again. But I'm trying to think of how to describe this. They're like... kind of these like interactive, fun game room things. I think people post videos of them all the time on TikTok where like the floors or parts of the walls or whatever will light up. And there are these games that you play with like all the light up stuff, whether it's like a jumping across the thing or like pressing all the buttons. I'm not making it sound fun, but it's one of those kind of things. We're gonna go do that tonight, and I'm gonna probably exercise harder than I have in like a while. But it's Saucy's birthday in a few days, so we're gonna go do that. It's gonna be a good time. In the meanwhile, we're gonna go work on our puzzle for a little bit, I think. But it's gonna be a good time, either way. I grew her slightly taller. We're gonna move her up and let her be, like, a little taller. There we go. And Corey are, like, mostly the same height, which is probably accurate to the Webkinz, so I'm not complaining. Let me do a different color pen over top, and I'll just, make everyone have a little bit of a different body shape. I want you to be a little bit more muscly. I say not being very good at drawing muscles, but maybe I'll figure that out by when I work on this next. it'll make your jawline a little bit more rectangular. That's about it there. You're going to remain tall and lanky. Do a little bit more around the button. Oh, ads are starting soon. Now I'm gonna... Actually, I can probably just snooze them if I'm gonna be wrapping up any minute now. So that you guys don't have to watch ads on your way out. That sucks. Yeah, I think above these body proportions are fine for you. There we go. Looks a little bit better. I like that. So that's the base we're going to be working off of. I have not decided yet if I am going to do this on stream or not, but I will keep you guys posted. Either way, you're going to see it eventually because it will be for a video, and hopefully that video will be fun and good and stuff. Let me put this away. Up back up here and move over here. I'm going to save the thing real quick. That is that. That's today. Yeah, we're just about perfectly 4 o'clock, so it all worked out pretty well. Next stream, I forgot to change it on my thanks for watching stream, or on my thanks for watching screen, but I'll update it real quick when I log off. Oh, hydrate for the road. Thank you, Kaz. Cheers. The next stream will be on Sunday, so 2 days from now, and it is the long-awaited, at least long-awaited by me, the long-awaited first episode of my Minecraft SMP with some friends, and it will be very excited, and I'm so excited to do it. I think it'll be a very, very fun stream if you're a fan of Minecraft, or just, you know, generally that kind of group dynamic. Come on, hang out. It'll be lots of fun. I'm super excited to stream it. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be so fun. Woo! Yeah, that's how I feel about it, Toes. I agree. I've got lots of good ideas for builds. Can I raid someone for you? Yes, Kaz, you can. Or I can. You can request a raid. I will do that. I need to raid more people, so give me who we're raiding and we're gonna go hang out. Yeah, I think that's all the housekeeping I have is Minecraft. Oh, right, you're not allowed to send URLs, Kaz. What's the just tell me the channel name and I can look it up. Whoa. Hey. Playing Resident Evil? That's the one? Exactly the one? Thank you for the cookie, Toes. Okay. I will do a raid there. We will go, it is Resident Evil, so if you guys don't like horror games, now's your warning. But I hope you guys all have a great evening. Thank you so much for dropping by. Great evening or whatever time of day it is for you. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have a fantastic day. Go say hi to Raid. I am probably not going to be there very long, but I'll say hello very briefly. And I will see you guys all on Sunday for Minecraft SMP. So exciting, so exciting. Okay, raids up, you guys can join if you want to. I will see you guys next time. Go follow me on social medias, join the Discord. See you guys later. Bye!